Hey everybody, welcome back to Rooster Reacts Korea. Today we got 13 culture shock 13 culture shocks from Korea, right? Is the name of the video. 13 Korean culture shocks. Um if you want to be in the corner over there, it's twitch.tv/Rooster Reacts Korea. That's where you got to go. And you can chat in the corner with us. Shit, I'm tired. Um Leave a like, subscribe, comment if you can't or you don't want to. I just appreciate you watching. If you do leave, if you do subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell because that's how you know when I upload my videos. Thank you to Flamin' Feline for recommending this video and a lot of other videos that we've been seeing lately. She's the best. And let's just get right into it.
Fun topic. Things Koreans do that foreigners find is so interesting. Make sure you subscribe and like my video because that encourages me and motivates me to give you even better content. All right, you guys, I have some really fun culture facts about Korea and Koreans, what Koreans do, including myself. I have shocked many of my non Korean friends because I'm Korean and I just brought 13 of them here today. If you really love it, let me know in the comments to give you part two. I would love to. Okay, so let's see how this goes. It's gonna be so interesting. So, basics. You guys all know that we bow all the time for
Yeah,
thanking,
yeah, yeah,
greeting,
yeah.
apologizing. We're like, 안녕하세요, 죄송합니다, 잠시만요. Like, we're
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
always moving our neck like this. I think I move my neck so much that it's like automatic now. I'm always
You look like a
going like
duck.
this. So you'll notice Korean people always bowing to show, greeting, thanking, and apologizing many times. Another thing that you'll find it interesting is we have a specific titles at work that we use to call people. You've heard like 팀장님, 선생님, 사장님, or
Yeah.
과장님. All of these 님, it's a polite ending, but we like have one for manager, we have one for all kinds of like, positions at job. And if you watch K dramas, you exactly know what I'm talking about, right?
Feline, you can still play
Actually,
fish,
I have a list that I pulled one up
I
earlier. I don't want
believe.
to miss it. So let me just read some that they have. Like team leader, 팀장님, you see it here. And then we have 과장님, that's like manager, and then
Fish is
like
still alive.
차장님, like
Feline.
general manager, like 부장님, department head. We have so many. So you get what I mean. So next time when you watch K drama, if you listen to it carefully, you're gonna know. Oh, this is what Aina was saying. They have name for all these positions.
Okay.
Okay, third fact. Giving and receiving things with two hands, not just one, two hands as a sign of respect. So, have you noticed like they were giving you a gift and then like they were always receiving it with two hands, and of course with a little bow too. And you receive, you give, always use two hands to show respect. Especially the one that
I didn't
you're
know
giving
this.
to is older than you cannot give it just with one
Yo, hold
hand.
on, hold
Like
on.
it's not
Hold on. You give something something to someone with two hands and that shows respect? That's how that works. So, if I give you like a piece of bread with two hands, it's respectful? Um, that's interesting.
considered polite. Make sure you receive the gift or give the gift with two hands, especially the person that you are talking to is someone who's older than you, even by 1 year.
Oh,
Okay, just
someone is
shows
older
respect. It's
than
part of
you.
our culture. My friend
Okay,
who's not
okay.
Korean
Um,
thought it was very interesting. Okay, so two hands.
I I understand this from the like younger to older perspective. Not, I didn't realize that it's just kind of always everybody.
And next up is sharing all side
Oh, the
dishes, which is
banchan,
banchan in Korean, not pangchan. I know you're excited to hear that name too,
banchan,
but
banchan.
banchan with everyone at the
Everybody at
table.
the
So
table.
like double dip in
You
everything.
you you
And if you're not used to the
you
culture, and if
fucking
you haven't gone
you
to
fucking
Korean
scoop that
restaurants,
up.
you're
You give
like,
it to your homie. You give like that
but we
shit.
like to share
We share
a
a lot.
lot. It comes
Yeah.
from our collective culture. I'm gonna talk more
We.
about
I
it
say
later
we
too.
like as if
Well,
I'm
talking
Korean.
about
I'm not
food, I have a
Korean.
couple ones related to food. We have this
Hold on.
too. Not just the side dishes, not just banchan. We have like jjigae, kimchi jjigae, 된장찌개, all of that.
Oh,
We like double dip, and then we
you're
eat
always
together.
sharing.
Especially like I'm not talking about Korean restaurants here. I mean they do that here too, but especially if you go to Korea, everybody double dips and shares the
Oh,
stew.
yeah.
Okay, big
No one
pot
gives a
of
fuck.
stew instead of individual plates. All right, another thing that's gonna put you to coma is we eat fast. In restaurants, it's not like Western culture where we sit down and we talk and we enjoy all the way from like appetizers, the entree to dessert. We're like, eat the kukbap, the jjigae, even though it's like really hot and spicy, you're like,
Right.
and then you're done. Okay, I think it's just because this is just my thought, but Korea is a small land, right? And we have so many people in there and many restaurants, and there's like a line, and we want to be respectful for the next person too. And we don't want everybody to be waiting in the line forever in such a small little land and
Okay.
restaurant.
Okay.
So people
Uh,
like to eat.
I always thought that because of how Western Korean food is, that you take your time, you eat for like hours in the restaurant. Like, aren't you supposed to just like sit there and just eat everything? And Korean barbecue is like all you can eat a lot of the time. So actually, in Korea, you eat quickly, like you eat all your food really fast. What does everybody want? What Discord and shit. That's really interesting to me though. I always thought that you're supposed to like take your time in Korea and
Fast compared to many
eat your
Western
food.
countries, the restaurants here. Okay, so just be aware of that. And next, talking about food, I have to bring this one
Slurping
too.
noodles, baby.
You've seen
You gotta
mukbang, right?
slurp some
Especially the
fucking
Korean
noodles.
ones. They're loud. The slurping noodle, that's normal.
You gotta
That we
slurp
think
the
it's like
noodles
so
up.
yummy when you have the taste or like a sound. Okay, so
Yeah,
next time you
I
watch K-drama or people are
I
going
I feel that
live
one.
and they're like slurping their noodles,
Yep.
no, that's a very
It's
normal
polite.
culture in Korea.
It's
And
it's actually
in
polite.
fact, like when they see quiet slurp or like quietly someone quietly eating the noodles, they probably will get
They
shocked.
think
Like
that
vice versa,
they're
right?
gonna
Korean people looking
they're
at
be offended.
non-Koreans like very gently, they're like, wow, I didn't know noodles can be eaten like that, right?
Yeah, they get offended. They get offended by
And
it.
talking about food, I also have to bring you this. Using
Using
metal
metal
chopsticks
chopsticks
a
instead
lot
of
of
wood
times
ones.
instead of wooden ones. So
That
I know
happens in
like
Korea
Western
all the
people,
time.
they're used to using fork, first of all. But if they like chopsticks,
No,
they
fuck a
use the
fork.
wooden ones. But in Korea,
I don't
Korean
even use a
restaurant,
fork
because a
anymore.
lot of the dishes are hot and we
I only
use
use
metal
a
chopsticks.
spoon
And it might not be
and
gentle to your teeth, but it
chopsticks.
just like feels more expensive and fancy and nicer. So we have that. Okay, we're almost going towards the end, but not yet. I think I'm like 70% there. So we're still at the food section, right? And we're done eating, and I have to talk about how we pay the bills. Those of you who watch the K-drama, you probably know this one too. But like, yeah, we split the bills, but also like half the times if you want to split the bills, we like have like half and half, and someone pay you back and stuff. But another times we just say, okay, I'll pay this time, you get it next time. Like that's
That's how
just
I
the
am.
normal culture
That's how
in
I am.
Korea. And when
If you
American
come
people see that,
through with
they're
me,
like, huh?
I
Like we
pay.
don't
I'll pay.
Venmo each
All right, all
other?
right. Hold on,
Yes,
hold on,
I
hold on.
said there is a way to.
If you come out with me and you hang out with me, I pay the bill every time. I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna swipe my card. Let's get this shit over with. We just ate. We had fun. Let's go do whatever else we're gonna do tonight. I'm just gonna swipe my card. I don't even care if it cripples me financially. Like if it's a $500 bill and there's like 10 of us, I'm I'm swiping my card. Let's just keep the night going. And I don't know if it is like just a me thing or whatever, but that's how I like if you hanging out with me, I'm swiping that card, baby. Y'all ain't paying. But you better get me a drink at the next place we go to. You better buy me a fucking shot and a beer wherever we're gonna go to. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is sort of how I work.
to do that. But other half of times we just say, I'll get it next time, and you do. You do meet up again and you get it next time. Hmm. That's another culture. Okay, so all of that, you see the food and how like double dipping and like I'll get it next time culture. So all of that comes down to how collective we are in Korea. So that's like a collective culture that you'll see. And because of that, language is
Pokemon.
affected too. So you'll hear words like 우리 when it's supposed to be my. So 우리 means we. And have you heard people say like 우리 엄마, our
Yeah,
mom,
Uri
when you're
Oma.
really referring to your mom? So when I say our mom, 우리 엄마는 너무 예뻐. 우리 엄마가
Feline, you gotta
오늘
buy more balls.
김치찌개 해줬어. Like 우리 엄마. Although I'm talking about my mom, I just say 우리. It just feels more friendly. You know what I mean? And it's just like I include everybody who is listening to my story. And 우리 is such a family vibe. Although I'm talking about my mom, not your mom. You know, just language has carries culture.
Oh
So you'll
yeah, okay.
hear 우리 집, that's our house. Although like we don't live
우리
in the
집,
same house, I can say that our house, 우리 집. 우리
우리 집.
회사, our company instead of my company. So you're gonna hear people say 우리 instead of my many times. Okay.
우리.
Another one is saying age by Korean age system until 2023. So we're trying to transition into the international age, the normal system. But we've been having something called the Korean age for such a long time. We don't remember when it started,
You
probably like
escaped.
hundreds of years. So it takes a long time for us to transition. But what Korean age is basically, you're 1 year old when you're born.
Right.
Not 0, you're 1. So obviously, the Korean age, when I
Oh, so
refer to that, I am
so you're
older than you. Like, if we're born the same year, if I go with my Korean
one.
age, I'll be older because I was 1 when I
So if
was
you're
born, and you are
25,
0
you're
when
actually
you were
24.
born. Another super fun fact is Korean age follows January 1st is when everybody ages. Not on your birthday. You gain one more
What?
year on January 1st. Isn't that so crazy? So on January 1st, people go
That's
like, "Oh,
interesting.
한 살 더 먹었네. I've eaten one more
Yeah,
year."
I know, man.
We have a saying
I
like that, and
I know
everybody like
that.
cheers, or it could be sad, it could be good, right?
Oh no, man.
So that's like those two systems is inside of the Korean age system, if you didn't know. So on your birthday, you don't gain another year because you already gained on January 1st. But as I wrote here, it's until 2023, and we're trying to transition into the normal international system because it's confusing. Because even us, like as Korean people, we are like, are you talking about Korean age or international age? Like, what are you talking about? And we
Okay.
have to specify every time we talk about our age because we have two different systems in our head, too. Okay? So just know that we're transitioning, and that was until 2023, which is pretty recent. All right. And I think I have just 2 more. Yep. So another thing is calling older people 언니,
언니,
오빠,
엄마,
누나,
나,
형,
여,
even if
형,
they're not family. You know, 언니 means sister, and
sir,
오빠 is a
Papa's
brother,
brother.
누나 is a sister, but called by male, and 형 is a brother called by male. So
I know this.
the first two is called by female. And in our culture, I think that's also collective culture, right? Like family, collective. Although they're not my sister by blood, if they're 1 year older than me, 2 years older than me, and they're my friends, but they're older, I just call them 언니, 언니. And if I have a friend that's a male and he's older than me by 1 or 2 or 3 or 5, I don't know, I call them 오빠, 오빠. And yeah, oppa is, K-drama, like we use it to refer to like romantic relationship. Oppa, that's good too. But it's actually anyone who's older than you and who's your friend. So oppa it is, right? But if you're like oppa, like they love that too. If you add a little bit of a
Oh,
애교,
I love
cuteness, and then hey,
when a
oppa.
Korean woman
love
calls
that.
me oppa. I like that.
Okay, here is your last fun fact that's so interesting is one of the most popular hangout spots in Korea that people hang out in actually is 노래방, karaoke room. And you would be just like, you know how we say
Feel
like,
like
oh,
take
let's
care of
go,
that
let's
person.
meet up at a restaurant. What do you want to eat? But we're like, okay, we ate. Now should we go to 노래방? 노래방 갈까? Like we've done the eating part. Let's like go deep. Let's sing and see each other sing and
Feel like-
have fun together. And there is like a coin 노래방 where you put some coins, and it's like such a small room. You go in and sing, and we call it
Are you still here?
coin 노래방, coin. And there's like a big room 노래방, which is
these
not a
fucking
coin.
people.
So there are types of 노래방 that you can choose from, but coin 노래방 is cheaper. So people go and it's like super casual and they have a blast, right? So just know if they ask you 노래방 갈래? Just know that it's normal. It's like how we hang out and how we get to know someone. Okay, after eating. Okay, so that wraps up 13 things that Koreans do that foreigners find it so interesting.
Yeah.
If you're used to this culture, you're probably like, yeah, like it's not surprising. But if you're